Anchored Together, brought to you by Marex Media and Mindspeak. Hi, I am Kamal. Welcome to Anchored Together, a YouTube series that casts an exhilarating spotlight on the vibrant lives of shipping industry professionals and their families. Excitement and entertainment is what you get here in abundance. Allow me to introduce today's participants. They have been chosen especially because they represent the Batchmate Bond. So,
Me? Okay. Ravinder Singh Anand, also known as Ravi Anand, from T.S. Rajendra 72-74 batch.
I am a Captain Abhijit Chattopadhyay. I am also same batch, T.S. Rajendra 72-74.
so you all, I think you would have crossed paths the day you joined Rajendra, or was it after a little while that you actually met up and has had to say hello?
Okay. You see, initially we had gone to DMT for our interviews, when pre-selection interviews. So at that pre-selection interview, we possibly saw each other, but we didn't speak to each other. So when we got onto the Rajendra and we saw each other, then like it clicked to an extent, and then it just so happened that we were both from Calcutta.
Yeah, the how it happened was just to tell you a small background, that we used to have tops, like all the cadets were divided into 6 groups, and I was starboard 4, you were starboard men, and we were given responsibility of cleaning the ship. And there was another batchmate who was starboard man, and I'm a Bengali from Calcutta, he's a Bengali from Calcutta. We already met each other. He called and said, hey, this guy is also from Calcutta. And he started talking in Bengali. So that's how we all again clicked.
And this, what years would this be then?
Selection was done in 1972.
72.
72.
And you joined in 73?
72.
Oh, 72 itself?
72.
Okay, great.
Selections were done in the month of March. We joined in September.
So what would you say is one of your really vivid memories of Rajendra? Now it's been a few years. How many years back would that be? Almost
52 years.
52.
52.
Wow. So one of the good memories, vivid memories you remember.
The beautiful white lady. Every time we had a boat called Daroti, and we used to go ashore and used to see that beautiful ship with the yellow funnel. That is definitely a vivid memory for me. Other than incidents, there are endless.
Ah, yes. Ravi?
Yeah, it was okay. I was a day scholar. I had never been to a boarding school. So the first day that we got up the gangway, and I didn't know what a ship was also. The first day when we got up the gangway, and like a senior called out to us, good to see you guys. So we were actually smiling, thinking that we are welcome on board. But otherwise, there was the best part about that 2 years of training was that we got discipline, and that is somehow continued over the years.
Yeah, other than being disciplined, we had the huge bonding amongst batchmates, because we have been terrorized by the seniors. So we quickly became very close to each other and covering each other's back, and that was how it all started.
Fear creates those bonds.
Yes, sure, hiding in the same place and not getting caught.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot to share, when you have to be kind of depending on each other, watching each other's back.
Yes.
So I think that's a huge thing. Yes. And any instances that have left a mark? You said that, okay, discipline is what it made you, but is some impactful memories of that time that you can think about?
Impactful memories of that time was, of course, discipline first. Number 2 was, that was actually the place where we learned teamwork. Like what Abhijit just said, we were covering each other's back, and somehow over the years, it just continued that way. And otherwise, the other part was that, yes, means that togetherness. And now when we meet and how we share those memories, the wives get amazed, like we start behaving like school kids all over again.
Yeah, and what for me, like that was a place where we all started doing things which we never done before. We never sailed, we never pulled a ship, pulled a boat. The learning to how to pull a boat and take it in a synchronized manner, and sailing a boat the way properly, how to do the tack, how to do the jib, and how to take a boat ahead. We learned from our seniors, and what I found it amazing that after almost 50 years, maybe 45, 47 years, one day we went sailing in the Bombay, not forgotten. Three batchmates we decided and told there was a guy with us who was supposed to be, taking the boat, but we said, you sit down and we will take the boat. And we almost in no wind in the afternoon, we managed to make that boat move at a 6 knot. So we have not forgotten that, what
Any
we learned.
favorite teacher there that you
Oh
remember?
yes, oh yes. They were all favorites, but a couple of them were absolutely outstanding. I won't go in with the names because maybe, of course, one of them recently passed away.
Yeah, I have no hesitation
One
in
of
naming
them,
it
yeah,
because
one of them
I
is-
think I owe whatever I have learned is from Captain B.B. Kiplani. So
Oh yes, he passed away recently.
Very
Yes,
recently,
yes, in
and,
Delhi, I think.
Yeah,
yeah, he taught us navigation and chart work, and I think it really taught us well so that for clearing the tickets were all a cakewalk.
So you finished with Rajendra, then you had your careers in different directions, different companies for a while, but your reunions kept bringing you back.
correct.
So when was the first? Did you have a reunion very quickly after you,
No.
or was it a while and was it a later development? The
Yeah,
reunions?
it was a while. It was a while. The
Yeah,
first one happened
yeah.
was 97.
1907, actually, basically what happens
Just the
once
Mumbai
you,
guys. Just the Mumbai
yeah,
guys.
all of us, once you pass out from the institute, we are all focused to make life. Your second mate, your mates, your masters, your wife, your children, and all that, takes away any opportunity to just keep doing
all
these
the energies
batchmate
too.
things,
It's all
yeah.
focused.
But then in 97, few of us started coming. Some of them came little earlier. I came in
And,
95.
maybe there was no communication also in between because there was none of this what we have today, internet and
Yes,
even
yes.
telephones. Maybe not many
Sure.
people had telephones.
We always had, people who lived in Calcutta. They were in touch with some Calcutta people. Bombay guys knew the Bombay guys. Little. But 97 is that it was our 25th year of passing out. And we too thought, that's how, he was ashore, I was ashore, we said, let us call everybody, whoever is around, and let's start something. And that's how we started. And then we got all the phone numbers, the wife got to know each other. Then, slowly we built up from that.
97 we started Mini Punjab on Bandra.
I see.
Linking Road.
Yes.
That was the first reunion. Then of course thereafter 7 years hence, 5 years hence, then 2 years.
Yeah, then we started that we must do that, not only limited to the Bombay guys, we'll make it all India, call everybody. Then 2004 was, we did in Lonavala. Then they said we do every 5 years. Everybody was busy. Some are sailing, some are working in office. So then we did in 5 years later in 2009 in Munnar. So that is south, we did in west. Then we went to Calcutta, which is east. Raichok. Then we went to north, to Delhi. Again came back to Lonavala. Then we went to Mahabalipuram. Now Goa in between one time. Now we are planning in Udaipur.
You're following that tradition, maritime tradition of cardinal points.
Cardinal.
Yes, to ensure. Otherwise, some of the batchmates say you guys are from Bombay and you are not paying. We have to pay much more. So we have to make sure that it's just a joke. But I'm
Yes,
just
of
saying
course.
that we
So
make sure that people from all corners
Now
can
it's
come.
every 2 years now.
Now every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Now this one, it's already been planned, already been organized, and we are having it in Udaipur on the 15th,
Udaipur. Oh.
15th of March.
Lovely place.
But this is going to be the mother of all, because now is 50th anniversary of
Oh
passing
yes,
out.
yes.
If 1974 we
Yes.
passed out, so now it is 50
So,
years.
mother of all your reunions, make sure you call me.
Yeah.
Sure we will.
So, both of you are now, you hung up your boots in a manner of speaking. So, how are you spending your restful years now? What's the activity that keeps you going?
Ravi, you can tell.
Oh,
Ravi, you want to tell me?
Okay, I just retired from Anglo Eastern on 31st December. So currently I'm having a blast. I'm traveling. I play golf thrice a week instead of once a week earlier. And more bonding time with the family. Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah,
Very important.
that has been good. And I'm not missing work so far. Maybe another couple of months of only parting, that too I'll get fed up of. But let's see how it moves on.
And
I
Abhijit?
was lucky because I retired in 2020. And so the tapering off was easier because it was COVID time. So I kept myself busy, morning walks, chatting with people, solving the problem of the country by chatting, every morning. And then come up, have a breakfast, spend time with my wife on the breakfast table as much as possible. And then look at the markets and nothing to do, play the guitar. Just, I took up that hobby.
We will be getting you to play that very soon.
Yeah, I'm not a good guitarist or something like that. Just enjoy playing and just
That you
singing.
leave it to us to judge how good you are. And Ravi, how's your family taking your retirement?
Good so far.
Okay, could change any moment.
No, it's good so far. Means they are happy that I have a lot of time with them. Number one. Number two is, as I said, we have been traveling a lot. So since the 1st of January to now, we have made already 4 trips out of Bombay. So and another few in line. So they are enjoying it. When I travel, of course, I'm not there while the kids are at home, so they are happy there. And Jaggi is happy that I'm traveling with her.
That's good, that's good. Your family, Abhijit?
My son and daughter are two ends, not two ends. One is in Sydney, one is in Dubai. So we are moving a lot, like spending time with them, because we have still legs are strong, and we can move around. And whenever not, sometimes you want to be with friends also. So we travel here and there, Europe or whatever. We just keep traveling, and in between come home, spend few months, then get a little bored and travel again.
So, obviously you've kept up with your changing lives, children growing up, and then now both of you have retired and have so much more time. But during all these years, 50 plus years, you said, you have managed to keep that batchmate bond going.
Oh, yes.
So, how has that happened? I mean, reunions are reunions. They're probably only once for every 5 years, but there has to be something else going. What else have you guys been doing?
I would say that, as I told you in the beginning, when I was in Calcutta till '95. So I can tell you my story that some of the batchmates who start, as long as you're sailing, you hardly meet, because who is coming when on leave you don't know. But as soon as people started coming ashore, that became an anchor point. And then we started connecting through that. Few guys became superintendent in SCI in Calcutta office. And then we started meeting and making small groups and, trying to find about each other. And then in Bombay, it became bigger. And now as the internet, once internet came,
even WhatsApp group,
and WhatsApp now every day.
On a daily basis, if you see the messages from each batchmate, it is surprising. Of course, there are mainly jokes and stuff like that, but
Do
there's
you
lots.
get into any arguments with your batchmates on
No.
politics?
No,
or-
politics is not discussed.
It's banned, is it?
It's banned. It's banned.
Whenever, sometimes it comes up,
Yeah.
and we make sure it is just, nipped in the
It's
bud.
muffled
Absolutely.
right away.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's look at your special skills. You told me you play the guitar. You told me you do you're big at golfing, and you must have won some trophies and everything.
No,
You
no.
look like a winner to me.
No, Manila, when I was playing in Manila, over there I did win a few. But after coming back over here, then the games actually reduced. So the practice came down. And now when you reach this age, like with the swing and whatever, it gets slow. So I think if there are any kind of games for senior citizens, maybe I could still win some.
Yes, some over 60 tournament or something.
Yeah.
Maybe something.
Then there are good chances.
Maybe they have, but we can explore. Yes. And Abhijit, your guitar, we've been hearing of it quite a bit already. Today also we heard of it. So, would you like to play it for us and sing a song?
You can all sing along together.
We can all sing along. Yes.
Song which may be commonly known by all of us.
Yes, sure. Why not? I'm game.
Blowing in the Wind, Ravi?
Blowing in the Wind is good.
Let's do that then. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must a cannonball fire before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
These wonderful songs, and one day we will sit together and listen to all of them.
Sure, anytime.
Listen to you also.
Yes, thank you so much, friends. I can see the bond is continuing. You both live in Mumbai, and you both do meet up quite regularly. And your memories that you share, there's always, a batchmate sees a batchmate, there's something lights up, like between the two of them. Because I guess the formative years were, done all together. So there's so much in common. So I must thank you both for being here. We are so happy to have you here, and we've explored the bond, figured out what keeps things going. So all the youngsters, they should really be thinking of cultivating such bonds and nurturing them and looking after those bonds, because that is, in the long run, these are the people who will, be with you through your lives, and there is so much to share. So thank you once again, Captain Anand. I have this little mug here for you to take away.
Thank you
memory
so much.
of this
Thank
interview.
you, Kamal, for having us.
And Abhijit, this is for you.
And to Marix.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now that you have given us this platform of batchmates, I must tell you that we had 119 batchmates. Out of that, we have already lost 21.
Oh, that's very sad.
So if you allow, then can we have a few seconds of silence just remembering them?
Very much. Very much. Definitely. Please.
Thank you. And now that we paid homage to them, and we will sing our Rajendra anthem just to conclude this session.
Right, yes. Please, okay. Please go ahead, please.
Okay. We're on the road, we're on the road to anywhere, with never a heartache, with never a care. Got no home, got no friends, thankful for everything that the good Lord sends. We on the road to anywhere.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, viewers, for being with us today, and we will be there with you next week again. So don't forget to come on and watch the next brilliant show by Marix Media and Mindspeak. That's Anchored Together.
Thank you, Marix Media. Thank you, Mindspeak.
Thank you, Kamal, and thank you, your team.
When she goes to the GP, she tells him what medicines he should give. So he always tells her, why have you come here then? If you know the medicines, you know your illness, you know the diagnosis, then what are you giving me a visit here for?